Well, you working now? Yippee! Pleb mods paste send. Oh wait, I won't give up. I'm on it, it's my side. Turn that shit off. Imagine. Live chat. Boom, boom, boom. Damn. All the way over here. I'm not in me. It's my side. Bro, take his head off his fucking shoulders. Boo, boo, boo.
Hard point identified. Hard point locked down. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point.
Why would you
ours.
not, boy?
UAV recon for deployment. Hunter killer drone on standby. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point locked down. Hunter killer drone deployed. We've taken the lead. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested.
Changing map.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed. UAV online. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Friendly shock RC is coming.
Reloading.
Hardpoint locked down. We've taken the lead. Hardpoint
No way you're
contested.
running around with your melee, bruh.
Hardpoint identified. Hunter killer drone deployed. Hostile hunter killer drone inbound. Hardpoint lost.
Fuck, bro. Like, take the Uzi out of the game. Crusty, cause yo crusty ass lips been on it.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hunter killer drone. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. UAV online.
How are you not dead, bro?
Hardpoint contested.
Straight bones.
Hardpoint lost.
What's that supposed to mean, arc?
Friendly Shock RC is
Exactly.
coming.
Know your place. Of course you would.
Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Yeah, you probably thought yum yum.
Be advised, hostile sentry gun spotted. Capture the objective. Hardpoint lost.
You fucking chigga.
Enemy Shock RC is coming. Hardpoint locked down. Enemy sentry gun destroyed. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Start saying like some
UAV
outrageous
online.
shit. You fucked his grandma. Huh?
Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Be advised,
Sinners, you see what I put in the chat?
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Capture the objective.
Fourth draw is crazy though. Yeah. You don't act like you've ever got a gun before the fourth draw, bruh. Shit never happens on like a below the fifth draw, bro. You never get that lucky. You sure it's not dog themed? Somebody's watching me. I'm gonna be Cinder's ass.
Priority tasking failure. Return to base.
Chigas. What did you just say, fat ass? Take the dick out of your throat and try it again. I'm gonna get Jordan in here to bully you, bro. Keep playing. He'll bully you, bro. Quit playing. Oh, well, yeah. Well, he's on right now, so. What? Nigga, it says hard point. The fuck? Yes. Probably a fucking visual bug. No, I'm not. Beam dot season hard point normal or oh, I read it wrong. I saw hard. I saw it hard. Thought it was hard point, bro. Shut your fat ass up. Be a good little whore. It's my anxiety. Pony has a bomb. Chinese dog eater. Huh? Oh wait, Cinders, are you still on my stream? I figured out how to get both of them, bro.
Now connected to cyberspace.
I got Garena, Global, and Chinese, bro. I'ma fuck that bitch just one more. We're waiting on the challenge season and then on my watch party.
Hard point. Hard point identified.
Target.
Hard point locked down. Hard point contested. Hard point contested.
Enemy down!
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Target down.
It's an anti-Semitic. Fucking retard.
Hard point is ours.
Hitler was white too.
Hard point locked down. Hard point contested.
Yeah, you fucking call
Hostiles
me.
have the hard point.
No, they were fascist. They weren't communists, they were fascist.
Hostiles have captured
Nazi
the hard
Germany
point.
was not communist. They were trying to keep the communists out. They were fascist.
We've taken the lead.
Enemy down.
Dimples.
UAV online. Hard point contested. Hard point contested. Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Hard point locked down. We've taken the lead. Hardpoint identified. Enemy UAV spotted. Enemy
Bro,
in sight.
oh, we got a minute till that shit start, bro.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Oh my god, bro. I can't even get around there without some dude just camping. We got spawned.
Heads
At
up.
this time.
Enemy UAV spotted. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Oh, yeah.
Enemy shock RC is coming. UAV online.
Tango down.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. We've taken the lead. Hardpoint contested. UAV online. Hardpoint is ours. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Capture the objective. Capture the objective. Friendly care package inbound. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint. UAV online.
Oh, just by the way,
Hardpoint is
Mayhem's
ours.
winning it all this year, bro.
Be advised, hostile care package.
Target down.
Hardpoint contested. We've taken the lead. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Bro, I'm not, bro. I told you, each time you
Hardpoint
ask,
is
I'm not
ours.
gonna do it.
Hardpoint
Just leave it
contested.
alone, bro.
Hardpoint lost. Capture the objective. Friendly XS-1 Goliath is landing.
It's that easy, bro. Just
Our gunship is in
I
the
don't know why you feel the need to tell everybody to do this stuff, bro.
air. UAV online.
Tango down.
You're dumb.
Our UAV has been destroyed. Enemy UAV spotted.
Bruh, fucking.
Just another day. Good job.
See who's playing right now. Wonder if Raph's playing in this fucking tournament. So NA is Undream, Rebels, Nexus, Extalix, Stellum, ARP Gaming, Authentic. Cinders is fat.
Ton. I think that everyone at home is appreciative of that. And that's what everyone's going to be focusing on. Will you get those 2 wins? And how quickly can these teams do it? Because we saw our groups, so now we know what to expect here for the day. We're going through Group A first. So now that we know who those teams are, that's the matches we're going to be focusing on. We've got Undream versus Rebels first to kick off the day. So let's start talking about this matchup a little bit here, okay? Because we got to see all of these teams now go through our open finals, but always, and we talk about this a lot, Brody, open finals, very different from what we see here in the challenge season, or at least that's what we're expecting because we've now whittled down the competition.
Yeah, when you're in the open final stage of the competition, I think the differences between the best and the rest are kind of laid bare, right? You'll very often see the best teams in the region just kind of sail through pretty easily, and then everyone else kind of struggle to barely qualify. You'll see a lot of names kind of in there that you wouldn't normally see because of the randomized nature of the open finals format. But Undream is a name that you guys should remember at this point. It's filled with some of the best teams hailing from Mexico, of course, a region that joined in with North America in Season 5. It has a lot of good players as well, like the likes of Fabuloso. This is a pretty impressive performance from him, by the way. 50 kills. Tan and I have watched a lot of Call of Duty Mobile, a lot of Hardpoint, so we know that's a high number to get. Of course, this is from open finals, and I think more impressively, it's against that Horus Esports roster that you guys saw in the replay package as well. So to drop a 50 bomb like that against a really talented roster like Horus Esports, that is a solid performance from Fabuloso. And I think it's indicative of the kind of performance that we're going to be expecting from this Undream roster coming into this tournament. I think it's worth saying these guys are one of the favorites to win the entire thing. And that's for a really good reason.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that easy to drop 50 kills this time around, Tom.
Well, you wouldn't think so, but the way that they did perform in open finals, the strength that they do have, they will be the favorites to go through in their first match and in that second match. They are very much the top dog, I would say, in this group. I think that's a fair statement. So yeah, we'll see how they do. I would imagine probably not quite as simply as how they got through the open finals. No, Lauren, you're right.
Well, they're going to have to go through Rebels if they want to keep their hopes alive, if they want to stay at the potential top of this region. A team that I don't know that they'll make it super easy for them. It's going to be tough, though. We talked about this a lot coming out of Open Finals. The teams that find themselves a little bit lower in that overall. Now, don't forget, these are seeded based off of how well they did in the Open Finals as well. So that's how you determine who they're going up against. So Rebels are at a bit of a disadvantage here, Ton.
They are, and coming through is one of those teams who kind of made it just due to some adjudication that was done between some of the rosters that originally didn't make it for the side of Rebels. Getting that opportunity, though, to prove that they do belong here. But what harder opportunity do you need to kick things off? It's going to be a really tough matchup for them. They are going to be one of the weaker teams, but let's see how they have improved. Have they made any changes to the roster? What are they going to kind of get there? Have they been looking back at their VOD to try and get something, you know, that maybe they're doing really wrong? Let's see how it's going to go down there, but it's a real big test at first. But one thing I always say, the better teams you play, the better you get. What is it? It's a rising tide raises all ships. It kind of applies to this as well. You play against these better teams, you see what they do, you get better from that. So let's see what's going to happen, though. I think it's a tough game for them to start, but let's see what they can learn from it.
Well, we also get to see here if they were able to learn anything from the Open Finals based off of these picks and bans. Were Rebels able to get any maps that could favor them or potentially put Undream on a little bit of a back foot here, Brody, as we get to see what the choices were?
Yeah, some interesting choices in this one. I think we saw Coastal in Open Finals from Undream. That was a map they managed to win that best of 3 out against Horus Esports on. So for Rebels to pick it in this.
All right, I'll put it back on whenever they start playing. So they're playing S&D, Hardpoint, Control. Okay, so Summit, Hardpoint, Coastal S&D, Crossfire, Control, S&D, Hardpoint, Standoff, S&D again.
Gun game.
Hey, Rebels better win it, bro, for NA. Why is there so much delay between the weapon swap, man?
Target. UAV online.
Enemy contact.
We've taken the lead.
Enemy down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Target down.
Ooh, he peeked that like that.
Enemy contact.
The hip fire on this gun is ass. Bro, Gabe, I honestly don't care, bro. I don't care about clan wars.
Taylor down.
Are you talking about mine?
Contact.
It's gun game.
We've taken the lead.
I'm literally just playing it because I want to watch the, I want to watch this COD event, but they're not starting yet, so. Yeah, it's like before like Masters and all this. It's like their pre-events. I'm hoping Rebels win it because they're in a. We need a good NA team.
UAV online.
Pretty sure I'm on like the last gun, so I can just throw this. No, fuck. Oh, the thumper, bro.
Changing mag.
No way.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
Bro, are they just gonna yap for like an hour, dog? And bro, what are you talking about? You know what? So we're gonna hit one of these. Cinder's China or Garena? Which one? Alright. Teamy. What'd you say? Oh, I deleted the test server so I could fit these two on my phone. What'd you say? I mean, if you want to. Oh, I didn't even change my HUD. I'm still playing on this. It'll be alright. Oh, are they actually gonna play now? Oh, they started. What? Oh my gosh, bro, what are we doing? Undream's already up 50-0. Try out the iron sights on these real quick. Yeah. I got it for the QQ9 and all that too. They also get free CP in China. That's what I drew for it. Is it really just a base inspect, Marlon? What the hell?
And this is kind of what we were trying to allude to. There is a pretty sizable gap between Undream and Rebels right now. Rebels kind of made it through. I don't want to say on technicalities or anything like that, but you know, there was some issues with some of the teams coming in. They were one of the second options, and well, they're struggling right now. This is tough. They have been put towards those back spawns. They will be able to get there quicker, but Undream, that's kind of where they want them, but in about 50 seconds time.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is the thing. You can fight this one from the front if you really want, as long as you're recognizing where Rebels are spawning. Now players pushing in towards the back line mean that Rebels should now be spawning out towards the middle of the map, and this is that awkward moment, right? 20 seconds left on a hard point. Do you really want to be pushing in for this time if you're Rebels? Because you kind of, if anything, want to be setting yourselves up for noob. Raiders finds 4 in the feed. That's going to be Undream getting themselves the last 10 seconds or so. Hey, on the bright side, Rebels have a point. Everybody's looking up here. If you're Rebels, but something I want to kind of draw your attention to right now is looking towards the feed. Look at the SMG meta in its current state here in Call of Duty Mobile. Right now, we've just had a little bit of a ban coming through. One of the attachments, the magazines, the USS9 just got banned just before challenge season began. So I was kind of curious to see whether or not things would change, whether or not we'd see a couple of Fenix in the meta. Doesn't look like that's the case off the rip here. Feels like everyone's still quite comfortable with USS9.
Seems that way. Time for Rebels to get their operators up and running to maybe see if they can get anything going here, but we could be heading into a second rotation with Undream finishing it off on P1. And that's been that one-sided so far. Rebels with only 4 points to their name. This is a whitewash at the moment. Undream, well, I've got their foot on their necks and they are just pressing their foot down harder right now. Rebels can do very, very little here. 24 seconds remaining over towards P4, and it's been just flawless.
I don't know anybody
on the side of Undream. Rebels just no answer at this moment in time. Feels very one by one. It feels like very, very lost at this moment in time. But when you're getting slammed like this, what else can you do?
Oh, Rebella.
Yeah, it's just so difficult. I mean, there is just a massive difference right now between Undream and Rebels, and it's clearly in the slaying department. You're looking at players like Vertex, who are currently sitting on 4 frags in this game. Magnus not doing that much better at 8 kills to his name. Undream are destroying Rebels at this point in time, and there's not do about it. Right back to P1. This was a hill last time around, but what did you say it was? It was like 55 points or something like that. You thought it might be a record.
They got 49. It was about 49. They can win it, yeah, Brody, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that looks like that's going to be the case. Undream is 40 seconds away from victory, and they can get it if they stay for a single second. We should see an ample contestation from Rebels, and well, that will do it, Ton. So things will end here on P1 at least.
4 dead, man. Here we go. The comeback's on potentially. 25 seconds remaining over towards this hill. Undream will get themselves back inside of the point though. A couple of kills going to go down, and this has been an astounding performance, and it's kind of what we said, you know, they're going to be coming into this season as one of the favorites, if not the favorite, and we are getting a very good opportunity to see exactly why. Legacy trying to hold something down here, cannot get it done, but Undream now in a phenomenal spot. 225 and rising. Rebels do actually get something onto the board here as far as those 25 points go, but Undream, I mean, this one is done, bro.
Yeah, it feels very difficult to get out of this hole now. I'll tell you what, mate. If Rebels win this game now, this would be a hell of a comeback. Like, this would be one of the best comebacks we have ever seen in Call of Duty or Call of Duty Mobile. So, you know what? I'm going to entertain the idea, mate. It could happen.
There is this thing we do as commentators called selling the dream, and setting it up in a position where it's not looking like one team is going to be able to do too much. This is maybe not a time where I'm not that good of a salesman, sadly. Undream right now. Well, I mean, Rebels are starting doing better, to say the least. I mean, they had 1 point after 4 hills. They've now got 37, so that is a 35 or 36 times improvement at this moment in time. Undream are still 13 seconds away. They may well be able to get it done here. You can see the spawns, not too bad, actually. One player finding a kill from Rebels. So they have made this somewhat a little bit more interesting. They were at one stage there, Brody, looking like they were going to get 250 to 0 point clubbed. Thankfully for them, that hasn't happened, but they are going to be heading over towards the next hill. Rebels are in control, but Undream need a singular second. Yep.
That's not gonna happen. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, I thought the game had ended there for a second. Feels like an contestant coming in from Legacy, and that's going to be all she wrote here for game number 1, folks. Undream come out and dominate in game number 1. An exponential increase in the points there for Rebels at the end, right? What are they, like quadruple it, like octuple? Is that a word? Like octuple to their point. If it's not a word, I'm making it a word. They got a lot of points at the end, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, very one-sided. That's one of those games where what more can you say? I think if you're Undream in that one, that is just it's a walk in the park, right? I think for Rebels, you go into the next map and just sort of say to yourself, right, okay, let's go again. You know, we can see what we can do in Search and Destroy, but when it comes down to the raw slaying power, it's just there in bundles for the side of Undream. Dominant. I mean, look, you were heading into the second rotation. They were, what was it, 210 to 5? Yeah, okay. At one stage, the difference was at 209 points.
It is.
You kind of close the gap a little bit if you are Rebels, but unfortunately, not able to close the fissure that was between these two teams.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, we're bringing out the words today, mate. There you go. Undream, have a look at how things went down here. That is a dominating performance, to say the least. Legacy and Zeo doing okay from the side of things. Everybody did start to step it up towards the latter stages, but you know, for Rebels, well, I was about to say too little too late. Far too little too late.
Man, that is hurtful. I mean, hey, they added Legacy to the roster, so it's an improvement, right, for Rebels. He goes 24 and 29 and is the best performing player on the team, although really not by much. It's a marginal improvement. Everybody was it double negative for Vertex, Naz, and Magnus. Yeah, just not a great performance on the whole, I think, from Rebels there. And that is one of those situations, I think, ultimately, where it's just like a team has gotten outslayed, and that's that, right? Like, a team has gotten outslayed and they have just lost all of the key gunfights. I think it's like I think it was like Shizu, got like 4 in a row or something on the rotation towards P3 on the first set of rotations, and it's that kind of thing that can just totally blow the game out of the water, especially on a map like Summit, where that rotation, I think in particular, is the single most important rotation on the map. If that goes awry, your entire map's out the window.
Yeah, it's one of those moments as well. If teams know how to manipulate the spawns, as well as we've kind of seen there, from 3 to 4 can be devastating as well. You start spawning them back over towards P3, you can rotate players off early. If you're dominating that easily, then, well, yeah, that kind of thing can happen. So really good start for the side of Undream. We'll be heading into a Search and Destroy on Coastal coming up next. And, well, we're going to get to see Crossfire Control. Although, based on that map number 1, Brody, we might not get to see too much of it because it could be over rather quickly. But things looking very, very good for Undream.
we're going to get to see a Crossfire Control. I mean, that's the upside here. It's upside for us, chat. Just to be totally clear, I don't care what you guys think of a Crossfire Control. We just want to cast a Crossfire Control. So I'm selfish here. I don't care. I just want to cast a Crossfire Control. That's all I want. It's going to be a fun time. What was map 2? It's Coastal Search and Destroy. I got it. See, my memory's there. Coastal Search and Destroy. That's coming up next. It's going to be a fun one. Of course, we did see Undream play this in open finals. It was against a significantly stronger roster in Horus Esports, and they did pretty damn well, if I remember correctly. It was a 7-5 victory for Undream, so they had to work for it for sure. Horus gave them a matchup, but it does go to prove, I think, that Undream look very strong on this map. It is an interesting map, I think, coming off the bat here, right? Coastal, of course, the newest addition to the Search and Destroy map pool in this season of the Sniper Pro Series. And, you know, I think it's kind of fun to see teams formulate these breaks into the site, figure out kind of, all right, how do we get into these sites? It feels very similar to Tunisia in a way, like early Tunisia when teams couldn't break into sites. So we'll see kind of how Coastal formulates itself over the following year, because that's how long it's going to be in the map set for. But so far, I really like casting Coastal. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it definitely does feel like that defensive heavy side of things, doesn't it? It's one of those scenarios where we can see B, there is only that small kind of choke point you go through. That middle of the map control is super important as far as where the snipers go. The big opportunity is over towards A. If you can find a pick there, we've seen plenty of utility used well down the A streets. Yeah, that's kind of seems to be where if there's a crack in the defense, it usually is there. So yeah, let's see how things are going to go. I think B is kind of a bit of shock and awe, but I think when you can get into B, if you can get into B, getting that bomb down inside of there, it's a hard retake in that case for the defensive side. So yeah, there's that risk reward, so to speak, with Coastal. And I think it plays really nice. Props to the devs as far as Tunisia and Coastal have gone. Obviously, maps endemic to Codm Mobile. As far as I'm aware, I can't remember playing either one of those two maps any other time, Brody. Yeah,
I think one of them might be a Call of Duty online map.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. But at the same time, very, very well made, and sometimes that can go awry as the years go on. And now, well, thankfully, it's not the case with these two maps. So very, very solid. I seen your little smile there. You know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. We're going to be heading into a Coastal, and I'm really looking forward to it. And it's nice to see the innovation. It's very 3-lane, very classic Search and Destroy. I really, really like casting it personally. I don't know how they feel about playing it, but right now, I'm enjoying casting it.
Clicked on the wrong card, bro. Oh, Ark has a food buff. Huh? You spinner. Oh, they're playing S&D now.
Control, you head over towards A. Things get a little bit scary, but you do survive. Undream one of the
Yeah, I
just
did.
about.
Yep. Good start from Undream. As you said, it was a lot more shaky, and I think that's the first bit of resilience that we've seen from Rebels so far in this series.
Bro.
Naz gets shut down, as does Zio at the start of this round. Rebels now really starting to feel the heat under the
Honestly,
prop
bro,
collar. Undream can take that trade all
Rebels
day
just
long.
need to
You've now got
drop
players
out,
stuck
bro.
in the A site, and this response from Undream is absolutely perfect.
I
They're
could
going to
beat
work that bomb straight around to B. The
I
call has
could
been
really
made from
beat the whole
Styrax at the
Rebels
bomb
team
site
at
is
this
clear, and Fabuloso can kind of go on this recon mission for, well, information. If you get
Bro,
kills,
look
that's
at
an
how-
absolute
look at-
bonus here.
look at how
Rebels
they're
no
playing,
choice but to
bro.
split up into scenario as well. This is a perfect play call from Undream.
If they know that B is clear, they know their S players over towards the A side. Fabuloso can set himself up in an awkward little corner, because when this bomb goes down, well, he's actually going to be nowhere near anybody because they both hit the flank. Irrelevant of that, the player was, in theory, the right thing to do. Magnus now, I suppose the information that Fabuloso has
This
is
is
that he has no
horrible.
info, so does that whittle down where he is? Potentially. Now they know where
This
Magnus
is
is.
actually
Fabuloso from behind.
horrible.
That should be the round. Well played from Undream. Those kills over towards B. As we kind of mentioned, when you get into that site and you get that bomb down,
They
it's just
better
such a
do good in the
horrible,
last
horrible
two-
retake.
in
Of
the
course, with the
last three
numbers
maps,
that Rebels had there, it was always going to be difficult anyway, but Undream in that scenario would have made it very, very difficult, even if those numbers were even.
Yeah, Undream just picking
Hey,
him off
he
at the
could
start of
kill-
that round.
hey,
And that is
Zio
the
low-key killed
Undream that
him
we
with
saw
that
in the hard
chicken,
point,
though.
right? The aggressive, dominant Undream. Looks like that's going to happen again. This time, though, over-aggressive is Zyrax. You've got 3 players from Rebels there to deal with it, and there's no immediate response from Undream. Puedas is just waiting for an egregious jump through the window, though, for this snipe. If he gets this kill, I don't even know what I'm going to do. He is
Do
holding
you
these guys
spend
in
your
at the moment.
CP? Yeah.
What are you going to do? You cheesecake or something?
I got the
You know
mythic,
what? I was
or
holding
not
that
the
one for
mythic
later in the
character,
broadcast, but I would love to eat you. I
epic
need to get one
character
from my Tesco, isn't it?
Metal one. Four.
Other supermarkets are available. Magnus now holding down low. Knows he did get taken down.
Bro.
So for what feels like one of the first times in this entire series, Undream are at a disadvantage, and further so, Legacy will find another. His 4th kill of the search and destroy here so far. Puedes going to miss the
they
shot. He's going to have an opportunity to the second one. Misses that one too. Is he going to get out? Absolutely not.
You might
Yeah,
actually
those are shots he kind of got to be hitting at least one of them pretty early, right?
The thing is, I don't even know how Puedas gets through the middle of the map like that. Like, that's really bad on Rebels' part to allow Puedas to just
Bro,
bolt
Zio
through the middle of the
was-
map and even get a
Zio
look at
wasn't
2
even thought
players.
about going pro
This
a few
is
months
a
ago, I'm
Rebels
not gonna
round through
lie.
and through. But I would not count out Shisu in any stretch of the imagination. Has a good look at the players. He's going to get shut out there towards the end of the round. Yeah, nice shots from Magnus to close that round out. But yeah,
I don't know.
Rebels have a lot of
Lucas is
holes in the
playing
gameplay
for
right now. They've got to
this,
patch up if they do not want to give 3 rounds away to
this
Undream.
season, but Lucasson looks pretty good right now, bro.
Defend the
It's round number 4. Nice to get a defensive round underneath your belt. You definitely want to be heading into your attack with a lead. Fabuloso are going to find a pick pretty much straight away. That's just
Oh
an
my
unfortunate
God,
one. I
bro.
wonder if it's to jump over the boxes, to be honest with you. Really, really nice. Zyrax getting aggressive.
horrible.
Does get taken down by Zio. So this
You
question over
have an
towards B still
R9
continuing.
and you
Zio
lose
sitting very passively.
To a, oh my
I will
God,
invite
bro.
maybe a little bit of pressure. That pressure that Undream choose not to utilize.
I don't even want to watch
All
this
of a sudden,
anymore.
it's mid-map, the route for them. Switchblade is out here for Vortex. Did he see Puedes? No, he did not. Wouldn't be expecting this challenge as well. Noisy is there, ready and
I'm about to go
waiting.
grab something
Is
to
now
drink.
4
I'm
versus
not
3
watching
in
this.
favor of Undream.
Now you split up those last few players from Rebels as well. No choice but to split the forces between the 2 sides because you have to have coverage of both. You can't just gamble 50-50 on it. Rebels have to take these individual challenges. Look at the split right now. 1 player across each lane. You have to win some fights. Now you've lost Legacy for the middle of the map. Now trying to plug some holes. It's a 2 versus 1 on the B side, and Undream are systematically picking Rebels apart. Last remaining player, and I think Magnus peeked out enough that Undream know where he is.
The bomb has been planted.
Shizu. Bomb is now down. Magnus, well, I mean, the saying rock and a hard place kind of comes to mind, but, well, the hard place doesn't become that much more of a difficult place to get out when Fabuloso flies at you like that with a sniper in hand. Magnus has found some decent shots. It's not going to be that time, though. Predators will find a 3-1 to the good here for Undream. It's cruise control right now. They've barely left third gear. 3-1 to the good on the attacking side. 2 more rounds on this attack side, then they'll be moving over towards defensive moment. But I mean, for Rebels, that's the problem, right? 3-1 down is not necessarily the end of the world, but it does feel like you need to be finding a 4-2 scoreline at minimum, right?
Yeah, it's so
3-3 wouldn't be the worst result here.
Well, again, you've already lost 3 offensive rounds. It's quite a lot to lose here, even on Coastal. But yeah, at this point in time, it does feel like it sometimes does favor offense. But still, you can't be affording to give rounds away like that. You know, you're losing players inside the state again, and it's just so difficult, isn't it? You've at least got to win one fight in that engagement, and fact of the matter is not able to do so. So Undream, free bomb plant, you're picking off every single player. Magnus always feels like he's the player in these 1 versus X scenarios as well, probably because he's the slowest player on the map for Rebels.
He's definitely the slowest player, but he's also been the guy over towards A, and Rebels kind of just folding over towards this B side of things. Magnus will fall along with the rest of his team. Undream 4-1 to the good. Not really a great answer from Rebels right now. You know, when they found that round, the Search and Destroyer did have some minor hope, but I mean, B just seems far too easy for Undream to kind of waddle through. There was an occasion there at one stage where they literally did just walk through the front door and do what they want, and right now Rebels don't have the answer. Zyrax through the middle of the map with the smoke. It's a really nice play. It opens up. Zio will be taken down. They're a little bit weak in the middle of the map here, though. Noisy alongside. Yeah. They are going to get through, but now this is the problem for the one player who is inside of this B site, and that's Vortex. What can you do from that position?
I'd really like to see Rebels start to stack more players into this B site than just leaving 1 or 2 players at most, because it's so easy for Undream to just stack players onto him. Vertex will actually walk away with 1 gunfight. There's no way he walks away saying, Poetus, stop trying to do tricks on him, Poetus. That's not nice. Undream now, players in the site, bombs going down. Effectively a 2 versus 2 on the site though here, Ton.
Play on the way around, so that's a big win. Legacy will find it on the Shisu, but Legacy already waiting for the other players over towards that side. There's still presence of Puedes over towards the back. Finds another. Magnus will fall. Puedes is going to go for the shot as well. Legacy, I mean, where's the call out from the teammate? He will have no idea where Fabuloso is pushing from. He's ready for the shots, and there they are. Fabuloso will find it. Undream, after 6 rounds of attack, find 5 of them.
What was that com? Like, was there not a com? Did the headset just stop working or something? Like, Legacy's just like, yeah, I'm just going to keep on looking to the right here. I know that Poetus is to my left. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll get him in a minute. And then, of course, he doesn't get him. So, a bit of a weird one there. I'll have to watch that back to see if there is some kind of miscommunication. There definitely has to have been something going awry in the communications department. But regardless, things going on right at the start of this round as well for Rebels, right? This is your first offensive effort. You want to kind of set the tone for the rest.
Lose more rounds.
That's just not happening. You've lost first blood by A site. Now you're having to rethink how you want to do it. And I think the worst part about this entire play is now you've got players from Undream moving up the map. Look what player number 4, Zyrax, is positioned right now, well out of B side. That's not something Rebels are going to expect.
Well, there's caught out though, trying to get too aggressive, and Rebels. Okay, the passive tactic will work here, but the problem that you now have is that Undream of taking liberties with the map control you've kind of offered up. You don't have a lot of real estate to work with yet. If there was a halfway line, you are camped in your own box right now. How do you pick your way out?
Yeah, but he's going up.
How would they pass their way out underneath this pressure, Brody?
Is that? I don't even know what kind of
reference, man. I don't know what it is.
I don't watch football. You know this.
We are doing a North American show here, though, and but I'm still not calling it soccer. Continue though. Noisy. Get some shots in, so there's some information for the side of Undream.
Somebody said
he's now pushing up towards this A side. Shisu in a nice position to do something about it. He'll be first contact. Here comes the rest of the team as well. Time is well down. 30 seconds to go. Shisu in a wonderful spot. Zio over the first of all. They line up, and it is just so easy for Shisu. 6-1 up if you're Undream. Absolute cruise control.
Oh, mate. That crossfire control is tantalizingly close, not just for us here on the casting desk, but for Undream as well. There's 1 round shy of getting this one done and dusted. And again, they've set the pace from the very beginning of that round. Rebels looks stuck, and they're going to be stuck once again.
These guys
Full of
probably
map.
go back
Cyrax
to
with the
half
R9
frame.
doing all sorts of damage. Nice 1-for-1 trade though from Rebels. You take that, but you don't take the follow-up really. You're starting to lose all your players on the board. Undream getting aggressive.
What are you
Ton.
doing?
Looks like this
You
one's done.
speak the same ain't.
Oh, it's felt done for quite some time. Legacy left on his own, dead to rights.
He speaks the same
Undream
angle.
dominant in
Knew
map
where
number
his
2
teammate
and
died
1.
from and looked
And
at
this
the
is
opposite
just
direction.
as lopsided as you're likely to see this season. Undream, though, I think we've got to give them the credit here. Just looking like the much better roster. They look so solid across the entire board. It's so difficult for Rebels to deal with them. And just time and time again, I mean, they know exactly what they're doing. They are playing this fluidly. They are playing this with freedom.
Needs to stop.
And Rebels can do absolutely naff all about it.
He is not doing
Yeah,
very
and
well
you know
with
what?
that.
I'll give
Just drop
Undream
it.
some credit, right? Because I think on the last, what was it, 2 rounds they played on the defense, they were playing very proactively, right? They were kind of poking holes in the gameplay of Rebels and not just kind of resting on the laurels once they'd got those opening gunfights, but actually pushing
and
up the
that
map
was
as well. We saw that on
Rebels
multiple
map
different occasions, right?
That
From
was their
Undream.
game
But I
mode
will say
and
on the
their
flip
map
side of that
mode.
conversation, before the half, right, when we see Undream 5-1 up,
And they
a lot
got
of the time they were
7-1.
just kind of seeing the mistakes that Rebels were making on their defensive efforts and just dealing with them in their own way,
250-12
right? I
in
mean, like there were so many
hardpoint,
opportunities, so many
7-1
times there where
fucking
Rebels would
SMD.
leave 1 or 2 players on the site, and that
Like
was
they have
literally it.
control
Like
next,
they
but
wouldn't have
it's
any chance for
back
trades,
to,
and Undream would just send 3 players at that
Undream's
site because they knew
choice.
there was only 1 player on the site and just immediately get control of it. Like I think really poor defensive effort from Rebels. Undream,
No,
of course,
they're
can pick them
not.
apart. That's at the end of the day, like it's difficult to beat
Because
Undream, but I
Rebels
think they
are-
could
they're
definitely put
playing
up a
like
lot of
straight dog
effort, and they will watch that VOD and see that as well. So, Undream, great search and destroy from you guys. Rebels
Yeah,
could
Legacy's
definitely done a
carrying the
lot
fuck out
better.
of them, and he's using
Yeah,
the worst gun
I
out of
think,
all
you know,
of
if
them.
I was to look at it, it just felt like B was a lot easier to get through than it really should
Like,
have
how do you
been.
make
And
it
the
to
thing is,
that
it's just small
level?
choke points. You need
you
maybe
only got 2 kills,
2
bro.
players towards mid. Maybe just the one is usually the play on the defensive side, the one inside of B with a little bit of support from the back door as well, I would say. So a minimum 2 in that site. Because you can transition to pretty quickly. You know, it's not one of those that's the worst to retake. You can see
What
players
is
come up
this
from
guy
the stairs.
talking
You can
about
catch an awkward
between
gunfight
experienced
there.
and unexperienced?
I think
Rebel
definitely
has
over
been
investing towards B
the
would be
fucking
kind
coaching
of
longer than
my
Undream.
plan, at least anyway. But here I am
You don't know
commentating and
that
not
what he's
playing, so
talking about.
what the hell do I know? But irrelevant of that, yeah, I did feel like B was a little bit easy to get through. But we are now to the main event, Brody. We are going to get to see Crossfire Control. No, I definitely have. I was about to say, I don't know if I've ever even cast
Nexus
Crossfire.
is the only hope for.
Was that long ago?
Cast a
Or not
Crossfire
Nexus.
search and destroy.
When
We've definitely
was that?
casted at least one.
When was that?
We've casted a Crossfire search.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember when it was because it didn't happen very often.
We've done this recently.
Yeah,
It
it's
wasn't that
Nexus.
recently.
Nexus is
Wait,
the only.
Did we
hope
cast Crossfire
for
Control
NA at this
in
point.
San Francisco?
No,
Crossfire
That
search and
may
destroy,
be
sorry.
still on.
I don't think we did.
I'm fairly certain we did. There were Molotovs involved.
Irrelevant. We're here. And it's a nice place to be. Look at the aggression coming out from Undream already. Threatening over towards this side if they possibly can. Right now, Rebels just trying to survive as long as they possibly can. Legacy's managed to find a kill.
Yeah, they're
Find a kill
not
here,
even-
sorry, over towards the A side. But look at this aggression coming in from Undream. They're just looking for kills right now.
He's got a SKS. So.
Spawn trap.
SKS and Fennec.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not looking great. Here we go. Here's our spawn trap. I've been told about this quite a bit. There's a spawn trap here that you can see players spawning in on, and it's just as bad, if not
Doesn't look
worse, than the
fun.
seaside. It doesn't look fun. I think if you think of a lot of things
do you lose
I
that,
would
bro?
consider significantly more fun than this. Watching the 2016 Suicide Squad movie would be one of them.
Nigga, I
Sitting on
wasn't
a bed
talking
of
about
really
you.
tough, rusted nails would be another one. Having an elongated conversation with Chris Tunn would be another.
Talking about this guy
There's a
with
lot of
an
things that I
SKS
wouldn't
losing
enjoy,
long
and
range.
Rebels are currently going through this. This is horrendous. 7 kills left on the board here for
Yeah,
Rebels to
one of the announcers
inevitably
just said this is
endure.
horrendous.
This is done. And again, like, one of the conversation points we always have with
They're
these opening
already
starts,
down
right, is
6
that
lives.
operators and streaks are in play here on
Lives.
Control, right?
Yep,
So
2 lives.
all that Undream are doing is effectively building towards those to kick off round 2 with a lot in the bank already. Zyrax has 2 streaks to his name, and I gotta imagine that these guys are probably not that far away from operators as well done.
Well, whoever.
My God.
Of course, Legacy's the only
Is,
one left.
well-
Others fucking give up.
After the first 2 maps, along the lines of what we expected, Undream making light work of this one. I'm like, I was watching the beginning of the round. I'm like, they're not really pushing the point, and then I got it. Then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see why. Now Rebels Need to hit a bit of a regain there. Magnus not even managing to find a kill. And Undream just, well, starting off where they left it. Vortex ready for the push to come in from Zyrax though, and they can maybe get something going over towards this A side. Players have slipped the net, so you can already see that.
Oh my god.
One in particular, I think it might be Naz is trying to set up for a spawn trap if he can, but right now you need your teammates alive to be able to do that. But Naz can find a couple. There's a fight coming through, so pressure over towards this A side, but Puertes will relieve that pressure very, very quickly. Death Machine is out, and well, Rebels aren't doing necessarily the worst job here. They are kind of trading, but as you mentioned, it's all about these operators who are now going to start coming in, and that is where the problem lies.
Yep, you're going to see these operators now come out to play. Puedes is just the beginning of a very large snowball that's rolling downhill right in the face of Rebels. Puedes 6 in a row now. Net is number 7 for Puedes. He is tearing through the opposition. Rebels, absolutely no chance. They have been totally belittled right now. Yeah, finally Puedes will take himself out of a hunting killer drone. Of all things, but this is very much done. An 8 versus 19 would be an incredible achievement for Rebels, but it feels like a full conclusion. And Undream, I think at this point, considering they can go into the next round, they can do the spawn trap once again. They're investing everything they've got because they just want this over.
And I think that will be happening pretty quickly. Magnus, Naz, Legacy. Well, I'm not long for this world. It feels that way. Vortex gonna wait now. What can he do in this 1 versus 16? Not a whole lot. Undream just utter domination here. 2-0 up in the control, looking for their 3rd round. I'd imagine it'll probably follow as quickly as what we've seen in the very first round. The spawn trap is immediately going to be put into place unless Rebels can get the gunny up. But right now, I mean, looking over towards the kills. Honestly, Fabulous so noisy. Only with 6 kills apiece. I'd like to see them step it up.
Yeah, you know what? It's not very good, is it? It's just not good enough. I would expect to. It was his 50 kill Fabuloso coming in here with 7 frags to his name. Honestly, I'm so disappointed. I've never been more disappointed in my life. This is Undream 2-0 looking to get the final round here, Tom, and we're seeing the spawn trap once again. Rebels stuck here with no options and no way out other than ending this round within the next 60 seconds. And they can try slide out from Naz to try and take out one player. It's not going to work out, and just all these different positions from Undream, so frustrating for Rebels to deal with. You've got so many different nooks and crannies that you've got to check, and oh boy, it's not looking good whatsoever. Already a massive life differential. I will say, Ton, looking at the amount of utility on side for Rebels, I'd like to see some of it come out right about now.
Yeah, well, they're starting to bring it out. You can see equalizers are out. They found a couple of kills. Like, see, we'll find another, so they're going to get out their spawn. But the problem lies in the fact that they are down 12 lives right now. Fabuloso in a really awkward spot. Magnus will actually pull out the sniper to get rid of him.
There's no point
better from Rebels, but it's just too little too late. Zio there to defend over towards the B side. Can find a couple. The 20 versus 6.
He's using that Odin.
They're out the spawn trap at least.
I mean, he's still carrying.
Getting something going. Push over towards it is working at this moment in time. Now Undream is trying to keep that pressure on if they can. Legacy. I mean, he's just holding it down here. They're kind of letting him in. Yeah, okay, they get a hold of A, but I mean, the problem lies in the lives right now, buddy.
Yeah. Rebels down to the final 3.
Dude.
And you got the War Machine being fired out from Magnus right now. I'm fairly certain Magnus might have got more kills in the Search and Destroy than he has here in this control. He's done for the rest of it as well, so he'll finish off on 5 frags. As for Naz, I think the same might be going for them. All down to Zio. 1 versus 8 to end this dream, or it is actually a nightmare. Zio is being toyed with right now. There's the melee to close out the game and the series. Undream kick off this Snapdragon Pro Series season with a bang.
Would we call that a bang?
A bang from them. It's a one-sided bang.
For them, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Undream, indomitable there. I mean, that was absolutely ludicrous, ridiculous result for them coming in. We kind of like, did we expect this to a certain degree? Yes.
This is just sad.
Did I maybe expect it in that kind of dominating fashion? I'm not too sure, but Undream kind of proving what they are made of, and proving what they are going to kind of bring to the table here over the season. A team who are not going to give you any quarter, who are not going to give you any room to breathe. And you really do need to be able to swing from the hip back, because they are coming in with a lot of power right now. Undream walking away with this series 3-0. The control, I'm not too sure how the replays ops had time to even put that together, because honestly it was over that quickly. 3-0. across the entire series and 3-0 on this map as well. Any particular takeaways there, Brody? But because right now I'm just sort of saying Rebels might struggle
Zio's top
throughout the
frag,
rest.
and then,
Or
like,
Undream
Zio's
just
right
that guy.
behind him.
Yeah, I think it's more Undream being good than Rebels being bad, because I don't think I'd call any team bad in this competition. To get to this point, you've got to be good, but Undream are just phenomenal. Just a phenomenal team. It's so difficult to take out a team that everybody on the roster can slay.
Didn't even
Undream look
win
good,
the one
and
game.
I'll be honest, looking at this group, I don't think Undream are going to get challenged until we get to challenge finals. So we'll see. I think we're set for more of this in their next match as well.
And this guy went 5-21.
Be curious to see how they go when we do see everyone kind of come to it in the second winners bracket game. But yeah, Lauren, Undream looking very solid.
Half their lives.
To say the least. I mean, Undream showed up, shut down Rebels, and said, GG, go next. Like, they are ready to continue through this competition in the challenge season, and they now have one of those two wins that you were talking about, telling that they need. So they'll be hanging out up there in the upper bracket for everybody at home. That Rebels are not out of it yet. That just means they drop down into that lower bracket, and we will be seeing them again later on today. So as far as our matches today go, we have our other upper bracket match between Zitlalix and Nexus, but then we'll be dropping down into that first lower bracket match to see which team stays alive in the competition. Now, once they make it down to that lower bracket, they have to win that first match today, and then they'll end up playing again against whoever loses from that upper bracket. So still a few matches ahead of us. For as far as today, though, we'll be ending with that third match out of that lower bracket. So right now, Undream are good to hang out and wait until next week. So that's got to feel good for them, putting a stamp on the very first week of the challenge season. Like I said, though, we still have 2 more matches left on the day. So before we get into match number 2, we're going to send it to a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming, DHL, and the United States Air Force.
Are we serious?
The original, sensational, could be too good for you. Everyone wants a piece of this. Watch me drive up to the Hollywood Hills, always dressed up in my high heels. Everybody wants to have my life, 'cause this is my life.
Like, they were literally shooting bodies that last in the game.
I know you want my life. I know you want it. I know you want it. But this is my life.
Oh my gosh. That's just straight bullying, bro. Ooh, 5 minutes till the next game. Probably like around 10 minutes, because I sit there and yap for like an extra 20, bro. No.
Changing mag. Cover me. Changing mag. Reloading.
Hard point. Hard point identified. Hard point is ours. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Hostiles have captured the
We
hard
really
point.
running there to melee, bro.
UAV online. Enemy UAV spotted. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested.
Yeah, 'cause he's fucking homeless.
Hard point lost.
I don't care. I'm shooting his body. He's the one in the
Hard
melee,
point
man.
identified. Capture the objective. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted.
I was behind
Hostiles
that,
have the
bro.
hard point. Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Lost the lead.
What, nigga?
Hard point contested. Hard point contested.
No way
Heads
you're
up.
just
Enemy
spamming
UAV
that.
spotted. Hard point identified. Capture the objective. Hard point locked down. We've taken the lead. UAV online.
Enemy down.
Hard point contested.
Oh my gosh, man. Should not have lost that.
Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Perimeter missile inbound.
Fuck, they got spawns. Oh, somebody flipped them. Oh, why would I?
Enemy strafe run is inbound. Take cover. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested. Hostiles have the hard point.
Holy, bro. Yeah, let me put my K9 unit because I'm fat as fuck.
UAV online. Hard point contested. Hard point locked. Hard point lost. We've taken the lead. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Predator missile inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
We should win this.
Enemy UAV spotted. Capture the objective.
Spawn what, bro?
Capture the objective. Be advised, hostile predators. We've taken the lead.
Oh, brother.
Hostiles have the hard point.
That should have hit him.
Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Reactor core, bro. Are we serious?
Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint contested.
How are you not dead? My shit's dead on you.
Capture the objective. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Oh. Teammate just let him kill me, bro.
The enemy is jamming our radar.
Like, what are we doing? Can't get a single kill for real, bro.
Heads up, team. UAV spotted.
Little Paco was like, what's up, one tap?
Hardpoint contested.
Fucking shitty ass teammates, bro.
UAV online. Hardpoint contested. Enemy UAV spotted.
Fuck is he doing?
Capture the objective. Friendly Predator missile is down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted.
Finally, what's up, Darwin?
Nice work. Well done.
Darwin is skis one tap. That VC is too loud, bruh. Who's playing next? Nexus and NT. Q's, bro. Like, Jesus, man. Oh, they're playing that map? Yeah, I'm not watching that bullshit. That map is straight up camping the whole time. I don't care if they're pro or not. We can't move it down.
Reloading, cover me. Changing mag. Reloading, cover me. Changing mag, cover me.
Hard point. Hard point identified. Hard point is ours.
The fuck?
Hard point locked down. Hard point contested. UAV online.
Enemy down.
Are we really just gonna sit there and spam that shit?
Hard point identified. Capture the objective. Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. UAV online. We've taken the lead. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested. Enemy UAV spotted.
Target down.
No way, you're just camping back, bro.
Grenade out.
Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted.
Alright, bro, this SKS dude is
Enemy
pissing
UAV
me
spotted.
off.
Hard point identified. Capture the objective.
Target down.
UAV online. Hard point is ours. Friendly airstrike incoming. Stealth chopper inbound. We've taken the lead. Hard point contested.
Oh, bro, hop off.
Friendly advanced UAVs online. Hard point contested.
Tango down.
We've taken the lead. Stealth chopper been destroyed. spotted. Hardpoint locked down.
I hate the Tempest, bro. I'm gonna have to
Hardpoint
switch
is
back to
ours.
fucking War Machine or something.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Friendly advanced UAV is online. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Mission accomplished. Good work.
We can move it on down.